Welcome to the Parent Advocacy resource team for all ages and stages of parenthood. I'm Irene Gouge, founder of Loving Lessons Sleep Consulting and Postpartum Solutions, and your host here at the Parent Advocacy resource team. We partner with parents to create a network of trusted professionals to provide families with solutions to navigate the journey of being a family. We do this through education, advocacy, empowerment, and connection. And today, we have our special guest, Sherri Durbin. She's owner and founder of Consider It Done, a personal concierge, and has been in the personal concierge business since 2004, where it was first started in Southern California and since 2019 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Consider It Done is a personal concierge service that helps busy professionals and families avoid overwhelm by tackling their dreaded to-do lists. Anyone out there with a to-do list? So they can free up precious time for family fun and self-care. Welcome, Sherri.
Hi.
Oh, I love what you're doing, helping
Thank
families
you.
with that dreaded to-do list.
Yes, people are busier and it seems more overwhelmed than ever before. So we absolutely love helping busy people.
Say for sure. Well, Sherri, before we dive in, one of the things that comes up for us as parents oftentimes is that there are things we never thought we would do, or maybe things we never thought we would say as parents. Have you ever had one of those things that you never thought you would do or say in your home?
Oh, yes. I have 3 daughters. And when they were younger, I sometimes found myself saying, because I said so. I used to tell one of my daughters who liked to challenge me that this was not a democracy and she did not get to vote, but thank you for your input.
Oh, yes. It's always so hard with littles and bigs as you go through all the different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome. Well, I love that you have this nice, relaxing tropical background. And
we want our clients to relax and hand over their to-dos to us. So I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's very peaceful, very calming, especially in crazy parenting moments. So Sherri, tell me a little bit about what you're really doing for families. How did you get started in Consider It Done?
Well, concierge services are more common in the culture in Southern California than out here.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people out there delegate. There's a lot of celebrity-driven personal assistance companies, if you will. But when I moved here, I noticed that there weren't a lot of people doing what we do. And the idea of our service is that someone can have a personal assistant without having to hire a full-time assistant. We're not nannies. We don't do childcare. We're not house cleaners per se, but we just manage the everyday life things that can fall through the cracks.
Can you give me a couple examples of the things that parents sometimes don't think about delegating?
Yes. One of our main things that we do a lot of is laundry, because most cleaning services won't do that. We do home tidying. We do a lot of organizing. We help a lot of people with moving here because there's so much growth here in the area. We do a lot of packing and unpacking. We do a lot of errand running, whether it's store returns, stopping at the store on the way to our client's home. Maybe they have a newborn or a little one, and just the idea of packing them up to go out to the store is overwhelming. So we can pick up formula or diapers or supplies. We can take a car in to get serviced. We can take a dog to the groomer. It's those things that just sit there in the car, like your Goodwill donations or your dry cleaning. And it's stressful. It causes stress, especially on women. It just kind of sits there as this, oh, I didn't get that done. And so we want to help them free up that guilt and that feeling of I'm never done. I'm never caught up.
I love that. I love what you said too about with newborns and younger children, because sometimes kids have a hard time with those transitions. Getting in and out of a car with parents is really hard. And so that can be a huge challenge.
Yeah. So We customize the service to each client and family because everyone uses us differently. You might be having a party coming up that you need help with, or out of town company coming, or the holidays are coming, or you forgot to buy a gift for someone. So, everyone uses us differently. We listen very carefully to your needs. And then most of our regular clients want the same person to come every time, the same concierge, because then they come to know their routines, their household, their way of folding towels. So we're almost always able to keep the same person coming.
That's great. And so it sounds like you have a team that you people can like interview, or like you figure out who's the best fit for them and their family and their needs. Is that how that works?
Yes, it's not just geographic. It's also based on skills, abilities. We want them to build rapport with the clients. So we do cover the entire Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Apex, Cary area. I'm still learning the geography out here, but I have an amazing team, just over 30 people.
Okay, that's amazing.
So it's grown quickly.
Yeah. And so you've been doing this in California. You brought this over to the Raleigh area. And so now it seems like with a team of 30, it's growing and expanding.
Right, quickly.
And so I'm wondering, like, if someone's watching this and they're like, I just have these few things I need to get done, that's something that your team could help with?
Yes, I mean, obviously we like to plan in advance as much as possible, but life happens. So sometimes we do get same day or next day requests, and we always try our best to get those fulfilled. And some people don't need, 10 hours a week or 5 hours a week. So they can just buy service by the hour. It's really very personalized to whatever your family's needs are. Our best rates obviously come with our packages of hours that we sell. And then we just keep track of how many hours the client has left. And we document everything we do for our clients. So we keep a running log of their days and times we were at their home and what we got done that day.
That's awesome. So one of the things I'll share as a sleep coach and postpartum doula that really weeds families is meals. Do you guys do meal planning and prep?
We do. We're not chefs, but sometimes it's just as simple as when the groceries come in the door, someone needs to organize the pantry, take out the expired food, cut up the fruits and veggies, put them in the fridge in containers, start dinner. Some of our team really loves doing meal planning, or we can help, like I said, with a party, getting the food ready for the party. So like I said, we're not chefs, but we're happy to help with meal prep. And usually it's while the laundry is running in the background and we've tidied up the house and made some beds and things like that. We can also even help with things like calling vendors and contractors, because those things take time to get that phone call back and then have to wait, and then the baby's crying. So we can manage those kinds of things too. But yeah, meal prep is popular.
Yeah, that is really great to know, because I think that oftentimes will weed families so much. And it sounds like to be able to have someone that would come in consistently,
right,
would be like a huge relief,
right,
family to kind of know, like, hey, I have this in place.
Right. And even if it's just a couple of hours a week, some of our clients have us come once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, just for a couple of hours at a time. So like I said, it does not have to be that you have a full-time assistant. Your budget might not, allow you to do that, but our service is very customizable, and it just takes that weight off of their shoulders.
Yeah. So is there anything that you can share with our audience when it comes to thinking about their to-do lists that could kind of help share some education or help them feel empowered as they're thinking about how they plan out their weeks?
I think there's just these reasons that especially women resist delegating, even though they're overwhelmed and need the help. So it's kind of a thing of getting out of your head with the guilt or the control. Maybe no one's going to do it as well as I can, or I can't afford it. So we just want to give them kind of a hall pass, if you will, on the guilt and just say your time is valuable too. And if your nights and weekends are spent with this endless list and you never feel done, you can't enjoy family, or you don't even have time maybe to work if you're working part-time or full-time. You just don't have time to focus on any one thing. So we want people to just let go of that feeling of I have to do it all myself, because you don't. And you might just need a few hours a month or every 3 months, but we're happy to help in whatever capacity you need.
Yeah, that's awesome, Sherri. I love that you're helping specifically women work on that mindset shift of being able to delegate and let go.
Yes.
Because I think that's a hard skill.
Well, it falls into self-care, right? And so, it's that whole thing of, I just have to keep running myself ragged, because if I was a good mom or wife, I would be doing this for my family. But everyone needs help now and then. And especially with so many people working, and even working from home has not turned out to be how some people thought it would be. They thought maybe I'll have time to, make banana bread and grow a garden. And that has not been the case. There's still undone things. And so, it's difficult enough with little ones, but when you have to add working on top of that, it just helps to know that you've got someone trusted that can come and just assist you with those to-dos.
That's great. And tell me a little bit about the team of people you have working with you. What could you tell me about, like, some of their gifts and talents that they have to share with parents who might be tuning in?
Our team, I call them Martha Stewarts at heart, because they love homemaking, the art of homemaking. They love organizing. They know how to get things done and not waste time. We're not there to stretch out an hour and bill someone for it. We're there to help them see the value of their time. So they're multitaskers. They know the area they're living in, and because we have service in all those areas, they can come up with resources and things that maybe the client never thought of. And just kind of, like I said, personalize the service to that family's needs.
That's awesome.
So they're amazing women. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, I can imagine. I am thinking of so many families that would just benefit from knowing about the services that are available right here in our wonderful area of Raleigh. So, Sherri, if someone's looking to get connected with you, how could they find you?
They can find us online at raleighconcierge.com. They can phone call 919-697-8874. Or just go to the website and there's a contact form. And we're also on Facebook. So any way they want to contact us, we will be available. We're very responsive to our clients. I'd like to brag on my team just a little. As of last week, 3 years in, we are up to 127 5-star Google reviews.
Wow.
Because we care about our clients and we want them happy. So if something's not working or they want it done differently, we want to know that. We're also responsive. We don't leave them hanging and not return calls. So we want that, that joy of knowing that I've got help, but I don't have to do it all myself.
That's amazing, Sherri. What made you decide to get into this work?
I just wanted to start a business in 2004, and I thought, what do people need? And I didn't want to sell a product. And I thought, what do people need? And I just kept coming back to people need more time. They're just too busy to get everything done. And then I researched and found out there was a whole concierge personal assistance industry out there. And like I said, it is more common in Orange County, California, where I came from. We also had clients all the way up to Beverly Hills. It is more common, but I think everywhere, our time is just something we can't recapture. We can always make more money, but we cannot make more time. And so I was fascinated by that idea. And I started small, and I used to do a lot of the organizing jobs myself because I love doing it. And just kind of slowly grew the team. I had some of my team members out there with me for over 10 years. So I love my team. I believe in treating them well, paying them well. So, I took that mindset and brought it to a whole new area, but found that the difference was it was not as well known out here. So I had to spend a lot of time the first year, 2019, networking and speaking in front of women's groups and teaching people what a concierge service was. So I love it.
Yeah. It sometimes almost seems impossible that this type of service would even be available.
Right. We want to make people aware that it's not just an errand service or just an organizing service. It's kind of flexible. The only things we don't do are house cleaning, although we will tidy and organize and do laundry, and we don't do childcare. Mm-hmm. We can do senior care to a point, but not medications, bathing, things like that. Mm-hmm. But we can do companionship, and we have people from out of state calling us to have their elderly ones, their loved ones checked on. So we can do those kind of things too.
That's amazing. That's really great. I never even thought about that out of state support.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we get found that way. And when you're out of state and you're worried about your parents, especially when the pandemic started, we had a lot of people saying, I don't want my parents to leave the house. Please, can you shop for them? Can you do things for them? So we do that. We also love taking care of pets and house sitting. So when our clients go out of town, we take care of things there too.
Okay. So do you stay at the home? Do you kind of pop in, or I guess that would depend on every family?
It depends on the client. Some of them do want us to stay there, and some just want a check-in once or twice a day. So again, it's customized to their needs.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome, Sherri. Just lots of good information to know that is available right here in our area. I will share, it sounds like a little bit like Disney. Right here in your home, like all the things
there you go.
Want to have done. I don't know. It sounds like it would be a very magical experience for parents.
It is. And it's not like we're changing the world, but maybe in a small way, we're changing some people's world, because it's those small things that, you want your home to be a refuge. You don't want it to be a cluttered mess of confusion, because it's hard enough raising families and working. So we just feel like we can come in and just restore a little bit of order.
I love it. I think too, something you said earlier, it was like we're holding on to this to-do list in our heads. It's taking and wasting our space and our energy, and not letting us be present with our loved ones and building those relationships.
Exactly. And then some of our clients are small business owners, and they'll have us do business tasks. And then we can write the invoice out to their company. So that's a nice tax deduction. So they might, if they're a realtor, they might need signs put out or client gifts delivered, or just any number of things. We can do we're not virtual assistants, but we will do some admin stuff too. So it's just kind of nice when you run a business of your own, that you can come in and have help without having to hire a full-time assistant.
That's great to know, because here in our park community, we have parents who are also business owners. And so knowing that, hey, like, can I delegate some of these household tasks so I can focus on my business? Or is there a business task that I can delegate?
Run to Staples for supplies, or deliver client gifts, or take a document across town. There's just things that they need done, and they don't have enough for a full-time assistant, but there's still things they would like to do so they can focus on making money.
Yeah. So for those who are watching this video, if there's something that you feel like you need help with, jot it down in the comments below, and let's see how Sherri and her team might be able to help you. What's that one thing you would like to delegate and give away? Write it down.
Right. And our tagline is, we make to-do lists disappear. What's your superpower?
I like it. My superpower is helping families sleep, but they can't do it when they have that burning to-do list. So we definitely want to make sure that everyone is getting their stuff done. I can't tell you how many parents really do have that to-do list just running in their heads, and it takes up so much space. So Sherri, before we hop off, because I could really talk to you all day about all the different things and ways you could help parents, One of the things we like to address here with PART is like some of the ways we take care of ourselves. So what is your best self-care tip that you would share with our parents?
Something I enjoy is just spending time with my pets. I know that sounds very basic, but petting a cat or a dog, it lowers the heart rate and the blood pressure. It's just enjoyable. And so take a little time if you have a pet in the household to spend a little time with them. And then, if you don't have a pet, you can always just maybe enjoy more time with your children.
That's great. That's a great tip, just to kind of be with your little loved furry animals.
Right.
I love that, Sherri. So thank you so much, Sherri. It has been a pleasure learning more about you, and consider it done. It is great to know that this resource is available right here in the Raleigh area, so parents can let go of those long to-do lists and know that it can be taken care of. And so thank you so much to everyone watching, and we are grateful that you are here with us at the Parent Advocacy Resource Team, where we partner with parents to navigate this journey of life and being a family. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Irene. Bye.